Greetings, this is NobleKale from NobleKale.com. I'm playing now a game called Just Desserts by Jordan Bird, otherwise known as LevelUpJordan on Twitter, so you can go and stalk him. I've actually played in another video a game called It's Nothing Personal by the same guy, and I was pretty impressed with that one, so this one's been made for Ludum Dare number 27, and from what I understand it was made in about 15 hours by Jordan. Now, Jordan has obeyed one of my deadly rules, which is that if you include music, you must include some way for me to shut it the hell up. So here we go. Jordan's actually made that music, and it's not bad for something that he basically had to make during the time frame while also making the game, so I'm pretty okay with that. What we've got here is the main menu screen. There was a precursor screen, which I'm just not going to show because it's a little bit hard for me to capture. What I'll notice here is that consistency, everything's pretty consistent, you know, black text, pink boxes up on the top and bottom for highlighting. We've got black borders on everything. I'm pretty happy with this. So moving next to it, it does contain a tutorial. I've already played this one before. I did have a quick blast on it. So I'm just going to show you level 1. Okay, so it's mouse based, and you basically have money up the top here and enemies coming through here, and you basically have guns which cost, you know, and coins that pop up. Each gun has a timer. It only lasts for 10 seconds. You can click to reset it for half the cost, or you can click up here to reset all of them for $2.50. The main thing is you've got to make sure you're making a profit, so any guns that sort of aren't contributing, don't renew them. He's managed to fit in 3 different types of guns. So we've got a toffee trap. That's basically a slow, and that also suffers from the same time as well. Enemies left, as in how many are going to spawn. You'll notice that I'm kind of not always hitting at the optimum time. Okay, so I get a you win. That one to me could do with a bit of refining because it's pink on apricot. I'd rather see black text so it fit with the rest of these, and I'd rather have, you know, it look exactly the same as this. Anyway, so level 2. So I'm just going to whack down some ice cream cannons because they seem to work pretty well. The main thing that sort of I'm not seeing is a reason for me to care about the other guns. Ice cream cannons sort of do quite well for me. So I did have a bit of a playthrough of this one earlier, and I just didn't really see that much reason to try out the different weapons. But that said, it's a Ludum Dare game, and he's done pretty well to even have 3 different types of cannons basically, so I'm pretty happy with this one. I'd like to see a little bit more consistency art wise, in that the cakes have an outline, the enemies have an outline, my ice cream cone doesn't, and the path does not. The menu items down the side are pretty consistent though, so that's actually pretty good. So basically control wise he's done pretty well, but I would like to see just more consistency on the sprite sort of level. I'd also like to see a bit more difficulty. I know that I'm only showing you sort of the early levels at the moment, but when I had a bit of a bash at them, I was a little bit here or there. Another thing, see, so here's that you win screen again. Another thing that sort of what I've noticed is that in the past, games that didn't have a fast forward in the tower defense genre typically meant that you had to keep the player busy in order to keep them occupied, or else they would get bored while they were waiting for the towers to sort of do their thing. And Jordan's kind of accomplishing that with having to renew your towers, having to pick up the coins. I'd also like to see the enemies drop a coin as well, and I'd like to see just a little bit more things for me to do, sort of build up that sense of franticness, really push me, make make me work for what I'm sort of playing. I think that perhaps in the time frame that he had, Jordan may have been able to whack in an extra sort of enemy, perhaps. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit more variety would have been nice. That said, I'm only on level 3, but yeah, this is a problem. I'm gonna have to stretch my resources here. In that I'm gonna have to place one here, and now I'm going to have to sort of click from one side to the other, and that's where that sort of frantic sense comes into it. In that, you know, but I don't know. I think that some force me to build even more towers than what I sort of have at the moment. Make me need these things. That said, I'm about to die, I think. I don't think I'm going to survive. Here we go. You know, I'd like to see a little bit more sense of pressure. Give me a reason to worry about things. And in this case, I think that perhaps some more varied enemies might accomplish that. Anyway, so I'm pretty much under control here. See, and this is what I'm talking about with give me some reasons. I've now got enough towers to sort of control this. Where's the reason for me to keep playing until the end of the level? It's not too bad though. I'd like to see the initial levels be either a little bit shorter or see a bit more variation. I think that there's a lot more that could be done here. But again, Ludum Dare is more sort of about building a framework, rapidly prototyping something up, and then seeing what falls out of the tree when you shake it a little bit, see what games you can sort of polish. So out of this one, I like this one. It's not bad. I think it's Jordan's first tower defense one, and I also think it's the first one where he made music, so he's done pretty damn well. I mean, the intro screen's nice, the menu screen's nice and consistent. I'd like to see a bit more consistency in the game level artwork, but otherwise I think he's done pretty well. So pretty good points here. And again, you should really check out It's Nothing Personal, also by Jordan, and you should stalk him on Twitter at LevelUpJordan. I'll also post a link into the video description. Anyway, onward to the next game. See ya.